So we've been living in here for some time, and we got a lot of updates, but mainly or secondarily we got the television here, and we can watch movies on it whenever we want, which is pretty cool. Right now Lepiki is just playing Trackmania. He's trying to beat this one level and he keeps fucking up. Fuck! He's very angry about it. I think he's been doing this for an hour or so. So, yeah. I'm just eating carrots here. So long, suckers! So long, gay boys!
And we're actually going now.
We're actually going
now. And everybody is waving at us. Said goodbye to us. Now we're going for Tiburon. And after that, hopefully Edinburgh. Say something funny. So now we're saying goodbye to some people that we sailed with, apart from the Limfjord of Malborg. And now we're on our way to Tiburon, hopefully.
Alright, so we didn't actually get to ever really practice man overboard in a sailboat, but luckily we just got the equivalent because our flag fell over.
I just accidentally knocked the flag out of the holder, but we got it back and now we have a very wet flag.
Yeah, and we didn't
turn on the motor.
We didn't turn on the motor. We did it entirely on sails. We did lose sight of it, but we knew kind of where it was, and we found it again.
Approximate location.
This is important experience for us, really. So
so we won't die.
No. Well, yeah. We found a couple of fenders just lying in the water for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason fenders are floating out here with no line on them whatsoever, and they seem very old.
And they look like shit, but we'll try to pick one up. We just sailed by two that we didn't really manage to pick up. We'll try this one. See if you can get it up.
A bit more port.
No. And we got it. It looks really rotten.
We can't use it at all, but for some reason these are floating around out here. So it's the middle of the night and we successfully got to Tiburon, and it's not the most intuitive harbor, but we got here on our own without any accidents and only one wrong turn.
Only one wrong turn.
This is Johnny Massenway, which is a road named after a Danish musician. Very important attraction, and Arne is very interested. he can't contain himself. So it's pretty late at night, and we just got finished buying food for our trip to hopefully Edinburgh. And now we're going for Alan, and his trip, of course, went nothing like we hoped it would. So he's pretty late, and we have to sail over to the other side of the entrance to the Limfjord to get him. And what does Arne have to say?
Nice!
We got the name on the boat, and we have the absolute cheapest sparkling wine we could get, not even champagne, of course. So I pronounce the Godwit.
To Godwit.
To Godwit.
To Godwit.
In a shady ferry harbor. Because of the weather and the route we'd had to take, we decided to go to Amsterdam instead of Edinburgh. So it's the day after now, and in the beginning of our trip we had to motor for quite some hours, but now we have pretty good wind and have had it for pretty much all the day.
Oh, we almost sank.
Yeah, we almost sank. The bilge was filled up quite a bit, and we had to take out all of our carpet because it was absolutely soaked.
It's
The
almost
bilge, the boat was filled quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's Thursday. And we're battling the waves and the winds because we want to go to Amsterdam. And Amsterdamers. And it's straight against the wind. So right now we're aiming at Hamburg.
Because I want a hamburger.
The sundown is gorgeous. We lost this handle at some point. I think we had a handle there. Anyway, we're looking forward to probably 2-3 days more of this. And it should be doable. We have enough water, enough food. Our motor doesn't work. It's getting too hot for some reason, and we haven't quite figured it out yet. But hopefully that'll be sorted out too. Once we get some better winds and we'll lie more stable, we can start looking at it. Now we're cooking fish. And the pig is just drinking water here. And it's our fine duty to pass on this water to Mr. Lapiki. I am so seasick I might die. That's a problem too.
So I've been a bit useless because I've been so seasick, but I feel a lot better today. So I decided to bake some loaves of bread and make a somewhat proper breakfast for the two other guys, Arne and Alan. Was it a nice breakfast?
It's a nice breakfast.
Amazing
Breakfast.
homemade bread
Breakfast!
by a baker mama.
And would you say it's one of the best homemade breads you've ever tasted?
I would have to say it's one of
Rated
them.
from 0 to 10.
It's definitely an 11.
Oh, you just want
Definitely
more,
an
don't
11.
you?
Yeah, I want more bread. Yeah. I woke myself up 3 times just to experience the fresh bread again.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yay! Yay!
And I will sail 300 miles. And I will sail 300 more.
We need to go down there towards Amsterdam, but the wind is right there, so we can't do that. We have to tack soon because there's a wind farm right over there. And you know it's Europe because there's wind farms everywhere. There's another one down there. So when we tack, We'll sail right into one and we'll have to tag again.
We're leaning quite a bit, but I successfully made some food for us. Not the fanciest food, but I hope it's alright. And
fancy.
Alan is going up and has to reef the mainsail
Because
because there's too much wind and we get overpowered.
that's not why I'm going up.
It's going up because of
I'm
this.
going up to fix that.
But what about the mainsail?
I ain't gonna reef no mainsail right now.
We have a beautiful rainbow, a very slight double rainbow.
Oh, some of the way.
And then on the other side we have a pretty nice almost sunset. Soon it will be a sunset. Looks very pretty. Anna, rate it from 0 to 10. So we just broke our brand new roller furling line because there was a piece of metal that it chafed on, and it's unusable, at least as the roller furling line now. And we just bought it, and I love that line.
And it was expensive.
It was very expensive. It was like 200 Danish crowns.
And they don't know where to get their money now, and I don't have any money to lend
That's
them.
like 4 pizzas, man.
4 pizzas it cost.
So we've arrived in the Netherlands. We're
To the
what?
To the Netherlands. In the
To the
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
We're in the Netherlands.
We're in the Netherlands, and you can just see the coast over there, and it's absolutely wonderful weather, and the water is beautiful, but we have pretty much no wind. So we're motoring our way down along the coast, and we have fresh bread, and Arne is setting up, I think, Lord of the Rings.
So we can watch it.
And then we're just gonna chill while we motor down the coast with, what, 2.5 knots per hour?
Because of that, every 2 minutes we have to blow a horn so that other ships can see us or hear us, because they can't see us, right? In about 30 seconds we'll do it again. 3, 2, 1, blow the horn.
So we've had a pretty crazy trip down the west coast of Holland. First, in the middle of the night, we sailed through some tight passages, and because of the tide and very low waves and wind in our back, we were sailing 7, almost 8 knots at sometimes in the middle of the night. And then when the tide current stopped, we were just sailing about 3 knots, and then suddenly in the morning a very, very thick fog started appearing, and that was right before we were going into the canal to go to Amsterdam. So we had to wait about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, where we were sailing back and forth until the fog cleared. And now we're just in the entrance of the canal, and we just got some fuel over there.
And we expected to have about 10 liters left or something.
Yeah.
You
But
gotta
we
learn
only
the hard
used-
way, boys.
Yeah.
We had like, what, 50 liters?
We thought we'd used 120 liters, but we used 45. So
That's good news.
So we're in a dike right now. It's quite noisy. Alan is also recording.
I'm recording the peaky recording.
Everything went very smoothly. Alan is speaking in a Russian accent, and it's open now, so it was quite easy. Not as scary as I thought. Now we're going when Alan is ready.
I am ready.
Alice ready. The boats are going out, and we'll be on our way to Amsterdam.
We're currently racing the guys behind us. I don't think they know we are, but we're definitely racing. We don't want to be slower than them. And, well, I think we won, so.
So we've gotten through. So we've come through the canal, and we're in Amsterdam now. So we've come through the canal, and we're in Amsterdam now, and there are lots and lots of nice buildings that we're very, very close to the harbor that we're gonna go into. And soon we'll drink ice cold beer without. So we've arrived at this beautiful Dutch harbor. With very loud ferries. And we've just Alright.
Cheers!
Cheers! And we've just finished folding up our fucking hell! And we're just finished up folding our clothes, and now I want a bath so I can get clean after sailing for almost a week. Well, if you feel like supporting us, we have a Patreon now. Link is in the description, and I have a mustache.